Hello, welcome, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for this practice. This class is a restorative flow, so we will be spending a lot of time in each pose. If you've never done a restorative flow before, I invite you to really embrace this journey today. Before we begin, any props that you might have at home, any blankets, pillows, blocks, I invite you to gather whatever props you may have. Props are not required for this class, but they do really help to deepen and support us during restorative flows. I also invite you to set the mood for this class. Maybe light a few candles, put on some soft music in the background. Really just take a moment to sink in. This class is all about surrender, and I invite you to really create an environment that feels safe in for you. So when you're ready, I will meet you back on the mat. Before we begin this restorative flow, I would like to mention that this is a trauma-informed class, which means everything that is offered in this class is an invitation. Invitations can be accepted and they can be denied. So I invite you to do whatever feels good for you, whatever feels best, whatever feels safe. And if you need a variation for any type of pose, then absolutely take that. This is your practice, and I am simply here to guide you. So we're going to start in a seated position, straight back. Perhaps your hands come to your thighs or meet together at heart center. Your eyes can be open or closed here. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, allowing that inhale to fill your body, and exhaling out, emptying all the way out with that exhale. Taking one more deep breath, just like that. Filling up with our inhale, feeling our chest rise, and exhaling, emptying out. Taking a moment to settle in to our practice, to arrive, to become present. Maybe you're able to settle in and arrive with your eyes closed. Maybe you want to open your eyes and take a look around. Notice your surroundings. Notice where you are. Allow your nervous system to become present in this moment. When you're ready, we are going to roll forward into tabletop. Coming onto all fours here, taking a few moments to stretch out our spine. Beginning with some cat-cows, inhaling as you bring your belly button down to the earth, reaching your head back towards your spine. And exhaling as you curl everything in, curling, bringing that belly button now up to the ceiling. And inhaling once more, belly button down to the mat. Moving through a few rounds of cat-cow on your own, with your own breath. As fast or as slow as your body's calling for. And then when you feel complete with your cat-cow, I invite you to take whatever kind of organic movement you need here in this tabletop. Maybe you're making circles, maybe you're simply going side to side. You're even welcome to bring your legs out and stretch your calves if you'd like. Whatever your body feels like it needs, just taking a few moments here to find that movement and to begin to awaken our bodies and our nervous system before we begin this restorative flow. If you've never done a restorative flow before, it's much different from perhaps a vinyasa or hatha type of yoga flow. We'll move from pose to pose, simply surrendering into the pose. So embrace that beginner's mind, finding stillness here in our tabletop. Taking one more deep breath in together, in through the nose, and exhaling out the mouth. Beautiful. Our first pose is going to be child's pose. So, touching your big toes together behind you, widening your knees. Now in this child's pose, if you have any props, you're welcome to use them. If you have a bolster or blankets, you're welcome to use those. If you don't, no worries. Bringing those between your knees and keeping those toes touching behind you. And if you don't have any props, again, no worries. You'll just do the same movement without the props. Exhaling as you fold down into your child's pose. Perhaps you want to bring a block or 2 blocks to your forehead, allowing your forehead to rest on these blocks. You're welcome to bring your arms out in front of you. You're welcome to bring them along your sides if that feels good. Taking a moment to really settle into this pose, any kind of fidgeting or setting up that you need. Taking time to do that. It can also be really supportive if you have a blanket available to drape a blanket over your body. That's something I really enjoy doing. I won't in this practice, just so you can see what I'm doing. But it is really supportive to our nervous system and can invite in comfort and safety. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, I invite you to just drape a blanket over yourself. Once you're settled in, begin to focus on your breath. Perhaps your mind begins to wander. It's completely normal, completely natural. If your mind begins to wander, I do invite you to pick a mantra and use that to focus on your breath. Perhaps you use, I am worthy. Inhaling as you repeat in your mind, I am, and exhaling, worthy. I am worthy. Using that mantra to bring your mind back to the present, back into your body, back into your breathing. taking time to just surrender. Restorative classes are all about surrendering. I am worthy. On your next inhale, slowly, no rush at all, slowly begin to make your way back up, removing any props that you may have used, and coming into tabletop once more. We'll use tabletop as our transitioning pose, transitioning movement, coming into your tabletop. Taking a full inhale here, in through the nose, and an audible exhale out the mouth. Moving into a pigeon variation, we're going to bring our right knee between our hands and walk the left leg out behind us. Now, traditionally in a pigeon pose, we focus on bringing our leg out parallel on the mat. We're actually going to keep it closer to our body here. Now, as far as props, if you have a blanket or a block, I invite you to place it underneath your right hip. We want to keep those hips aligned, not sinking over to the right. Once you're set up here, folding forward, you're welcome to come onto a block, and you can bring it into whatever level of the block you'd like. If you'd like to bring your forehead down to the block, perhaps down to pillows, down to blankets, whatever's most comfortable to you. You can also bring it directly down to the mat. Taking a moment to sink into your pigeon. Once again, coming back to your mantra, bringing it back to your breath, inhaling, I am, exhaling, worthy. Oftentimes, as humans, we find ourselves in a constant go, go, go. It can be difficult to take time for ourselves. It can be even more difficult to take time just to slow down, just to surrender. You are here. Taking this time to listen to your body, to feel your body. Moving through from the crown of your head, slowly all the way down to the tip of your toes, and relaxing, surrendering, noticing Maybe your jaw is tight. Maybe you have tension in your shoulders. Maybe your forehead is crinkled. Relaxing each part of your body. Very slowly, once again, no rush. Slowly bringing yourself back up into tabletop, removing any props that you may have used. Carefully bringing your right knee back towards your left. Meeting in tabletop, taking a deep inhale through the nose, audible exhale out the mouth. Setting up for the second side, bringing the left knee between the hands, walking the right foot out behind us. You're welcome to take a look behind you, see where it's at. Placing a block, if you used one on the right side, I invite you to use one on the left as well. Underneath your hip. Once you're settled in, walking back down towards the mat. Folding down, meeting your block, meeting your blankets, meeting your mat. Settling in, taking a few rounds of breath with your I am worthy. Inhaling I am. Exhaling worthy. Once you're settled in, begin that same body scan that you did on the right side, starting with the crown of your head, slowly working all the way down to your toes, surrendering each and every part of your body. Can you release any more tension from your shoulders? Can you allow your tongue to go slack in your mouth? Can you allow your toes to just fall where they may? If you find your mind wandering, bring it back to the breath once more. I am worthy. As you're ready, slowly, with control, rising up, removing any props that you may have used, mindfully bringing your left leg back to the right, and meeting once more in tabletop. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and an audible exhale out the mouth. Transitioning here, bringing your feet to the left and sitting all the way back. We're going to move up onto our mats here. Towards the front of our mats, we're going to be lying back. Taking a reclined butterfly. So bringing your feet to touch, and your feet can be away from your body. You can bring them in towards your body, whatever feels best for you, whatever your body is calling for today. Once you've got your feet positioned, soles of your feet touching, if you've got blocks and if this feels supportive for you, I invite you to place the blocks directly under your knees. Now you can, if you don't have blocks, just having your knees hover, that is perfectly okay. It's just a little bit extra support to place the blocks under your knees. Once you've got those, gently, slowly, whatever way works best for you, coming all the way down onto your back. Your arms can fall to the side. Maybe they're touching your body if that feels good. Maybe they're up above your head. Whatever feels best for you. Take a moment to check in and ask your body what it needs right now. Once you've settled in to this pose, beginning your scan from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. What areas of your body need a little more attention? What areas of your body need a little more relaxation? What areas of your body can you surrender just a little bit deeper? If you have a blanket, once again, you're welcome to cover yourself here with the blanket. And continuing with your scan. If your mind begins to wander, bring it back. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, worthy. I am worthy. Noticing If you can soften your face, soften your cheekbones, soften your lips, soften your eyebrows, soften your forehead. As you're ready, slowly, no rush, bringing your knees together, maybe hugging them into your body, maybe rocking back and forth a few times if that feels good for you. And when you're ready, bringing the left leg straight out in front of us. Right knee is still going to stay bent here. We're going to come into a twist, shifting to the right slightly and twisting your left leg over to the right, bringing your right knee to the ground or to a block if you've got one, or a pillow or a blanket. And once again, you can use different variations of your block if you've got that, whatever kind of space there is between your knee. That's where you'll bring your block to. Keeping both shoulders on the ground. You can once again bring your arms out to the side. Maybe they touch your body. Maybe you rest your left hand on your right knee. Whatever feels best here, settling in to this twist. Eyes can be open or eyes can be closed. And beginning your scan from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. I am worthy. I am, as you inhale, worthy as you exhale. Slowly, with control, with mindfulness, bringing the right knee up into the chest, bringing the left knee to meet the right, hugging both into the chest. Maybe rocking side to side once more, if that feels good. And then extending the left knee, setting up for the other side. Extending the left leg out. Extending the right leg out, left knee into the chest, shifting slightly to the left and bringing that left knee to the right side, to your block again, to the floor, to a blanket, to a pillow. You may even find that each side is different, and that's perfectly okay. Maybe one side feels good on the floor, one side feels better on a block. Noticing what your body needs and giving it just that. Hands can be out to the side. Hands can be touching your body. You're welcome to cover yourself with a blanket here. Taking a moment to settle in. And beginning your scan. Relaxing your face, your eyebrows, your lips, your jaw. Releasing tension from your shoulders. Allowing your arms, your hands, your fingers to melt. Relaxing your hips, your thighs, your kneecaps, your ankles, your beautiful little toes. Scanning each and every inch of you. I am worthy. Mindfully bringing your left knee into the chest, rolling back onto your back, releasing any props. Bringing your right knee to meet your left, hugging them into your chest, maybe rocking back and forth, maybe taking happy baby if that feels good, maybe taking a butterfly position. Taking any little movements here that your body is asking for. And when you're ready, we'll meet in Shavasana, our final resting pose. Traditionally, Shavasana is your legs straight out, feet at either corner of your mat, toes pointed out, falling to the side, arms out beside you, palms facing up, and surrendering into this pose. If traditional Shavasana isn't supportive for you today, I invite you to find a Shavasana that is. Maybe your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the floor. Maybe you have a blanket under your lower back. Maybe soles of your feet are together. There's no right or wrong way. Finding what you need. Once you're settled in, I invite you to come back to your breath. Come back to your mantra. I am worthy. Sometimes it can be really difficult to surrender. It can feel uncomfortable or scary. For others of us, surrender might come natural. It might be a breath of fresh air. Whichever it is for you, I applaud you for taking time today to sit with your body, to surrender into it, to listen to what your body needs, and to become aware. I am worthy. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And slowly, mindfully making your way into a seated position. Bringing hands to heart center. Maybe eyes are open, maybe they're closed. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.